The January window has been and gone. We've got a lot of work that needs to be done in the summer. But the good thing is, my whole playing staff no longer hate me. Welcome back. Berlin Love. That's what we've called it. A hunker Berlin Love. Episode 4. We're looking all right, you know. We're 15th in the league. We've managed to drag ourselves out into safety now. We've only got a 2-point cushion between ourselves and the drop. But we're on the up. That is the main thing. We've recently beaten a team from the top 3, 3-0, and look convincing whilst doing so. It's very good. It's going in the right direction. We're going to finish out this season. And, as I say, there's a hell of a lot of players that need shuffling on. So we're going to have a look at that. I'm only going to do the one game today. There's not a vast amount of transfers that we've gone through, but I'm going to give you an idea of what we're looking for in the summer going forward. We'll summarise that again at the end of the year. But to start, we have our game against Verl. Before we jump into that, obviously I'm going to let you know what's happened with the fixtures. So we'll hop over to there. And I will ask if you could do me the favour, though, while we're on the way, of liking, subscribing, showing your support on the channel. That would be greatly appreciated. And as I say, just give the bell a little tickle, and it'll show you as soon as the videos are uploaded. So you can make sure you can join us on the journey. We kicked off the year with a draw against Braunschweig's B team, or 2. Braunschweig's Vi, whatever you want to call them. We drew with them, which wasn't great. We then played their first team, a matter of 13 days later, beat them 2-0. Couldn't beat the youth team, beat the main ones. We then played Kaiserslautern, a late goal from ourselves, but it wasn't quite enough to pull it back, and we lost 2-1 in front of our 10 away fans. We played Holloway then. This was I think these are a local team, not 100% sure. 31 fans came with us to see a 0-0 draw, which is unfortunate for them. Zwickau came, and we beat them 3-0. They lost a man, but it was right at the end of the game. It was already done. That's the one that I was talking about. We're pretty convincing. I'll show you that one in a little bit more detail. And most recently, we've played Mannheim, and we had a 1-1. One of our new signings scoring in his 2nd minute. So we're doing all right. We're doing pretty good. 6 fans at that game. So the Zwickau one, we'll have a little look. Oh, why does this keep doing this? I don't know if there's a way to make sure it not does that, but it did. We're still on the 4-3-3 hype. You can see the exact point it came in, and the fortune's changed. So obviously the 5 at the back is an issue at the moment. Maybe when we've gone through the summer, we can build some players and find some that will fit that, or we just crack on as we are and just dominate like we usually do with this formation. Zwickau at the time, they were, let me have a little look, we'll jump to the league. They still are in the top 3 actually. So they're a good team, and we absolutely had them. We had them on toast. They didn't have a clue what was going on. They had 8 shots and 2 against our 16 and 8. We dominated them on XG. We just were the better team. We didn't even pick up a booking. They were shook. They didn't know what was going on, and we absolutely slapped them. More of that, please. Our transfers I've highlighted for you for ease and convenience. Officially, actually, it's these 3 that have came in. So we've brought in. I'll do these first. There's a reason for that. We brought in Leonardo, who's the 38-year-old Brazilian I hinted at in the previous episode. We also brought in Valon Zumberi on loan from Hamburg. I mean, neither of these loanees are fantastic, but they're what we need. We just need a little bit more bodies in. They're not expecting us to pay anything, and they're decent players. 6'2", got decent jumping reach, and he does exactly what he needs to a standard which is acceptable. I'm not going to say good, but acceptable. He is competent as a footballer, which is good. We also brought in Serhat Imsak on loan from St. Pauli, and as I said, he scored 2 minutes into his debut. I think they've been a bit harsh with his ability. His first touch and heading aren't the best, but at 6'2", decent bit of speed under him, good finishing, technique, off the ball. Composure could do with a little bit more, But bearing in mind we're in the 3rd division, again, it's competent, edging towards almost decent. Not good, but decent. Not when decent is like decent, but just decent, you know what I mean? He knows what I mean. And then, as we mentioned, Leonardo. He's also left. He's gone. Sold him. Sold him for £0. He came in, was with us for 6-7 weeks. Gone. He said he wasn't getting enough football, so I was like, okay, do you want to leave? And he says, yes. So, gone. I paid him wages for about 7 or 8 weeks at £300 a week, and then he left. Someone had the audacity to offer £0 and then tried to get me to pay £90 a week of his wages. Needless to say, I told him to get stuffed. We've sold a few of these. So Kimo Hovey went through, which we were aware of. He's gone to VPS, not YPS. What are they called? Vasan Palasuera. I was expecting that to be harder to pronounce than it was. We also sold Shinji Yamada to 1860 for 2.4 million. That's not the amount. I wish he went for 2.4 million. 2.4 thousand. He's all right. Just wanted to get rid of his wages. Wasn't using him, and he wanted to leave. So it's pretty handy for both sides. We've sold Sukshush Firat. He's gone. Wages. We need to get them off the books. It was about 600 or 700. Gone to Turkish team. Little bit of money in. Wages out the door. Happy days. We also sold Barbados Yoakum. He wasn't very good. Again, went on a free. No potential on him. No concern of mine. And the one that I'm most upset about, but I'm sure it won't take me long to get over it, Falcao, he's gone. He's out of here. I'm sure you wonder why Falcao was on the thumbnail. It's a ruse. It's exactly what it is. It's the wrong Falcao. But, yeah, he's gone. He accepted a contract with Hansa, and I thought, you know what? You're not going to be here at the end of the year anyway. What is the point? He was valued at 20k, so I offered him out for 20k. They said no. So I just kept reducing it until they accepted at 3,000. So we got rid of Falcao. We brought in Serhat Imsak. He actually came in just before Falcao, to be fair. But he's covering what Falcao's going to be leaving behind. If you go here and look at our best kind of potential, it is our goalkeeper, who's brilliant. And I am still trying to keep him on, but he's having absolutely none of it. But even he has potential to be a leading 2 Bundesliga player. If I had the option to keep that on, I'd be over the moon. It's not looking likely. We'll give it a shot now. But, I say, it's not looking likely. He's just not feeling it. We don't have a squad to meet his ambition. Which is fair because everyone's leaving. Everybody is leaving. Outside of him, we've got Deji Bayaruta. So, you are a leading 3-leaguer left midfielder. And that's 4.5 stars for our team. Falcao was roughly the same. So, whilst it's annoying to lose one of our best prospects, I can justify it in the fact that he's not going to be with us in 5, 6, 7 years, however long it takes us to get into the Bundesliga. So, we'll move on, basically. Talking about prospects, Nering, still here. Let's try and get rid of him again, see what we can do. We'll offer him a mutual termination, see if he takes that. We have had a youth intake come through. Says it's excellent, which, to be fair, does look pretty standard. We've got one goalkeeper that looks like a great prospect. We have what looks like a top prospect in centre midfield. At least one good centre-back. Striker, we appear short. And it seems like wing-back is not up to scratch. Yet, still C's, which is odd. But a few decent players coming through there. Nering is unwilling to terminate. So what we do then, we go to here. We say release on a free. And then we see what the board say. It's only 130 grand now. So we've saved us 80k by just not releasing him a few months ago. Clearly haven't saved anything because we've just paid those wages to him weekly, which is annoying. Verl are currently 6th in the league. Better than ourselves. But if we look at the form table, can I even do that? I'm sure I can. I don't look at this stuff. I probably should do. Last 5 games. Look at that. 6th. We're getting promoted. Our team for the game. We have Kral, Pinker, Gunter, Hahn and Cap as the back 5. Men's is supporting Thielsen and Jopek in the middle. And then we have Avina playing as the deep line forward to Ogbeidze and Serhat Imsak, a highlight from kickoff. It's taken by Verl. They've shuffled it all the way back to their defence. Back is on the ball again. It's with their goalie now. Just keep pushing them. Push them till the ball ends up in their net. That's the plan. Lana has it on the left to Okono, who is actually someone that we had in the Doleboy Series with ADO Den Haag. If you remember the name, then fair plays to you. Cap, he's lost his man, which is not the best. Rabihic, back to Ochayski, Korbash, Schwerman? I'm not sure. Back. We haven't touched the ball yet. There's a minute gone. If they score without us touching the ball, I think I'm going to be quite upset. Do you know I told you last episode that we have a tendency to concede early? It's exactly what's happened. The ball is lumped forward towards Okono, but Gunter's managed to make the interception. Thielsen into Ogbaidze, back to Thielsen, Menz, Jopek. Oh, I thought he was going to feed that through to the striker. Back with Gunter and Menz. Gunter, Hahn, Menz, just nice little short passes. Make sure we keep possession. Avina, fantastic ball through to Imsak. Is that 2-2 from him? That's exactly what it is. I'm like a prophet at the moment. If I feel it, it shall happen. I'm gonna feel a 4-1 win now. Perfect. Brace yourselves. A lot of goals coming now. Imsak gets in on goal. Goalie gets down early, lifts it over him, and the two defenders are just left stranded whilst running towards the goal. Half time, stats looking pretty even. If anything, edging slightly into our favour. The 9 fouls to their 0. It's not the best, but we'll just move on past that. We've been the better team here. Just keep what you're doing, and we'll be fine. Maybe not. So I will go. I'm happy with performance so far. Keep it up. Look at these little green faces. Look at them. Everyone is on board. Everyone is. They're on board with the project. We're all massive fans of everything that's happening. Hence why we're actually getting results and the formations are going right. See, now everyone's on board. Maybe it could be time for me to try that formation. I'm still training it. I'm determined. I'm determined to play something that isn't the 4-3-3, but I just don't know if it's going to result in me being sacked, which is what I'm trying to avoid. We've passed the hour mark. I'm going to make a substitution now. We've got Ogbaidze, who's doing pretty much nothing. So we'll put Benjamina in on the deep line forward role, which he plays normally. We'll also bring off Cap for Eze. We've got another 3 subs left because this league is daft. But I don't know who we can bring on. NS Kutch. You can come on, actually. You can come on for Avina. And we'll put Benjamina forward. Why the hell not? Who else have we got? Livwald, you can stay where you are. We'll leave those 2 subs, actually, because I don't really have much. Do you know what, Makrakis? You can come on for Jopek. Why the hell not? We'll swap Thielsen and Makrakis around as well, because Makrakis only has a right foot. I tried to sell him. He didn't want to go. It looks like he's going to leave as well. Again, a similar situation to Falcao. Whilst he is one of our highest prospects, it's not necessarily means that they're going to go anywhere. Pinker launches the ball into the area. There's a bit of a tussle, but it's been cleared. So Petkov, he's running away with the ball, and Eze has just smashed it out of play. Top work, lad. Into the last 5. It's still all in our favour, really. I'm going to encourage us, try and get some green faces and a chance at goal, but it's not looking like anything further is going to happen. But a draw against the team in the top half that's challenging for the playoff positions is what we want to be seeing. Maybe if we'd have started with the 4-3-3 all along, it's where we could be now. The results from the weekend have us, as at the moment, 3 points now from safety in the good way. We've got a 4-point gap between ourselves and the team in front. And then from that, there's a 10-point gap between ourselves and 7th. So we're definitely looking forward at the moment. I don't want to see us looking over our shoulder, but we'll have a little look now when we're going to come back. You can see here our full squad. The highlighted players are ones who aren't running out of contract at the end of this season. So we have 10 players. 10 players that I was going to say are guaranteed to be with us next season, but probably not, because I might sell some of them. Next episode, I'll either come back for the final game of the season against Meppen, if it looks like that we're comfortably going to be just kind of mid-table obscurity. If it doesn't look like we're going to be easily grabbing safety, I'm going to come back a little bit sooner. Maybe for the Dortmund and Duisburg games, maybe Magdeburg and Dortmund. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I will see you in that next episode, wherever that may be, and I hope to see you there. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, if you could do me the favour of liking, subscribing, show your support on the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, there's some items over here that you can watch to carry on seeing me ugly mug. And thank you very much for your time.